Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reading the Red this Friday morning. A bit windy and a cold, really. Not so sunny today yet, but I'm sure it will be a wonderful day. Mark chapter 12, verse 44. For they all put in out of their surplus, but she, out of her poverty, put in all she owned, all she had to live on. So he contrasts the rich and wealthy who put in much with the woman who put in little. And he uses them as two extremes. And he says that they put in more, in number, but they put in out of their surplus, meaning out of the overflow they were prepared to give, but they wasn't prepared to suffer, or they wasn't prepared to invest sufficient that they would be trusting God for some more that they have now given away. Whereas she put in everything that she had to live on, she put in. She threw herself in completely, and there was no withholding back anything. So she had nothing to take care of herself with. And that sense of throwing herself in, the whole lot of her, and trusting in God, is what faith and trusting in God is all about. This sense of giving God so that he can take care of us, or us giving out of our surplus so that we can take care of ourselves still appease, as it were, the liability of giving to God. Brothers and sisters, God is looking for people who will completely trust him, not to manage their lives and yet trust him, but to completely trust him. And completely trusting him takes many forms in our existence as human beings. But one way is in the giving of money. And here we see this perfect example of a woman who is prepared to completely trust God. When you earn £1 and you give, as it were, 10% to God, you're asking God to take care of your lack with regards to the 10% you have given him. And that is sending 10% of your faith off to work. But if you throw in the whole pound, you are completely trusting in God to be your provision with regards to all the demands and responsibilities that are upon your life, both in the natural and in the physical. So trusting in God is what this woman, learned to do. Now, you might say, well, it was easy for her. She had nothing. Whereas someone who has much is more difficult. And Jesus would agree with you. When the young man who was rich came, he couldn't do it. And he walked away sad. And Jesus said it's harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven than for a camel to go through the eye of a needle. So it's more difficult to give away much. But if you're prepared to, then you will reap the blessings, even as the woman did when she reaped the blessings of God's protection, provision for her life. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great day. I'll see you on Monday morning.